America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, for liberty and justice for all. Amen. I pledge my head to clear thinking, my heart to great and loyalty, my hands for service, my health for better living, my club, my community, my country, my world.
Good job, girls. Our pledge by Ella Chaplin Avery. And it is time for our first class to come out for the Bucket Calf Show.
Oh, don't let me.
Hang on just a little bit. And we'll get this started. So Chapel Bergen, Carson Costel, Cole Larson, Bo McClintock, Wyatt Pullman, and Ella Schnelly will be in our first group Bucket Calf Show. Hang on just a second here. Denny Hendricks will tell us when we get started.
Good afternoon. I just had the privilege from 3 o'clock this afternoon, and yes, the judge was 1 hour late because he was showing a Caterpillar to a future customer. But we started at 3 o'clock with the greatest group of kids that you can imagine. And I'm talking about 4-H'ers in Gage County. I'm talking about a fair board. I'm talking about an extension office. I'm talking about parents, mom and dads, grandpa and grandmas that just put a new spirit in me at 73 years old. Lauren Trownick said when he called me for help, you don't have to know anything about judging, so I am well qualified because I don't know anything about judging. But I'm going to tell you, don't go home and watch the news. Come to the Gage County Fair and watch these kids that come in the arena. We have a future, and it starts right in Beatrice, Gage County, Nebraska. I'm talking about mom and dads, grandpa and grandmas. I'm talking about kids that walked along that aisle with a smile. They walked up and gave me a handshake that was awesome. They smiled, eye contact. They delivered their message, and one even read my pedigree before I could say good afternoon in regards to his project. So we're going to crown a champion and a reserve, but I don't care if you're standing way down here. With the quality you have in the person, and we're talking about interviews, we're talking about showmanship, calf, and quality of care. If you will fight, you young people, you are our future for the years to come. So give them a hand. You don't have to agree with me, but give these kids a hand. Thank you.
All right, it is time, and here they come for the main event. Chapel Bergen, Carson Costel, Cole Larson, Bo McClintock, Wyatt Pullman, and Ella Schnelly.
I'm going to start off with the Hereford calf in the bucket contest. Showmanship does affect this, along with quality of calf and quality of care. The other calf in second's a little older, but I like on this first place just the total body. Rib is good, rump is good. The black heifer, yes, I put in second. I like everything about her in regards to rump and rib, clean through the front, but I just feel more growth in the Hereford than I do in the black. The little Charolais cross here is a great little calf. It's a younger calf in the ring. shows a lot of promise. These kids show a lot of promise also when you're talking about bucket calves. So I'm going to go 4 purples and 2 blues, coming down to the 4th place. If you're talking about quality, I think the calf is a little narrow through the rump. We're certainly talking about a young calf. We got a lot of size, we got a lot of height, but the thickness of the rump area is a little bit narrow for me. Then when we get down here, we're certainly talking about age. We certainly got showmen standing down here. We got quality of care. If you go back to the interviews, all of these calves, all these kids know the quality of herdsmanship, feeding, care. And so would you please give them a round of applause? We're going to bring 4 back.
All right, receiving blue ribbons, Wyatt Pullman, Ella Schnelly, and 4th place finish, blue ribbon, Carson Kostel. 3rd place, purple ribbon, went to Chapel Bergen. 2nd place, purple ribbon, went to Bo McClintock. And the 1st place, purple ribbon, goes to Cole Larson. Our next group coming in here, the Bucket Calf Show. Case and Allington from Wymore. Deegan Anderson from Odell. Calvin Bowman of Odell. Maxon Esau of Beatrice. Sloan Esau of Beatrice. Kate Heederks of Adams. Luke Heetdirks of Adams. Judd Holzing of DeWitt. Bo McClintock of Odell, Wyatt Pullman of DeWitt, and Hudson Swanson of Pickrell. Also like to welcome one of the great cattle legends of southeast Nebraska, Lauren Tronick, in the ring. Thank you, Lauren.
I picked out the calves that obviously got a lot of growth, got a lot of rib, rump, and then I'm talking about the showman. I'm also thinking about the interviews that we've got on the 5 purples in the middle. I put these 2 smaller calves up in this group just because I like rib and depth. My pattern is not necessarily black, red, or that, but we're bringing them back because of showmanship and quality. So there's going to be 5 purples. We've got outstanding showmen, in my opinion, in the top 3, and these 2 younger persons, and I don't know if it's 1 year or 2 year, they did a great job. It was kind of tough. They lost attention a little bit, so always keep that eye contact. Stand on both legs, and don't, for some of you others, you leaned on the calf a little bit, and as you get more experience, you're going to come in and stand strong like when you walked up to that table for the interview. You're going to come out and you're going to hit the judge right in the chest. So keep it up. I know about your interview. I'm penalizing the calf a little bit, but I'm certainly not penalizing you as an individual, okay? So, as you pass out of the ring with the blue ribbon, keep your head up, and we'll bring the purple ribbon winners back. Thank you very much. Give them a great hand.
Earning blue ribbons, Deegan Anderson, Calvin Bowman, Kate Heatdirks, Luke Heatdirks, Judd Holzing, and Wyatt Pullman. Purple ribbon winners, Hudson Swanson, Kaysen Allington, Bo McClintock, Sloan Esau, and Maxon Esau. Congratulations. All right, got a couple of individual ones here coming your way. Second year bucket calf.
Are we doing this?
Denny, are we bringing back the purples or we do the second year first? Purple. Okay. Bring it back out the purple ribbon winners. So we'll bring back the purple ribbon winners. Chapel Bergen, Cole Larson, Bo McClintock, Kaysen Allington, Maxon Esau, Sloan Esau, Bo McClintock, and Hudson Swanson are back in the arena here. Also out there is Carson Costal. Sorry, Carson.
We're going to start with this young man and talk about the separation that I made in the showman as they stand right there. This young man's had good attention. He's got well cared for calf. The biggest problem I have is going back to the interviews that I was so impressed with the character on these kids. But you got a great, good little shark calf. We got a little age difference, but you've got showmen standing here consistently. When you walk into a job interview on this young lady right here, if you don't hire her, there's something wrong, because she just hits you with dynamite. but I can't put the calf up there with the others today. This young man I judged walking up to the interview. I was so wrong, it was pathetic. He just crawled in my pocket, but I don't like the narrowness of the calf. Age hurts here a little bit. Size of calf, I still like the calf. Take that thing to the sale barn and you'll find out what $4.50, $5.50, or $5.75 a pound is worth in today's cattle market. So just because he stands right here, he's not a failure. So I'm going to go take a look at my top three. I missed the black calf. I like the black calf, except I think it's a little wasteful on the middle part, even though it's a male calf. And you got a showman from the top of the list. When he walked up to the seat, he knew everything but his dad's Social Security number. That's the kind of contact and the future these kind of kids have. Kids, congratulations. I'm going to pick a reserve and a grand champion from the top three. If you watch these first three, when I was trying to decide if I want to move that Hereford up or not, you watch these three individuals, they spun, that head was constantly moving. They were constantly checking the calf. They were constantly getting set up. And even though this young man stands third out of that group, outstanding attention, great calf, The calf is going to grow forever as a female. And the black one, excellent calf because of thickness, the width of the breast to fill out the growth that I saw in both of those calves. And most of all, individuals on interview is your champion and reserve champion. Kids, remember what I said. You're still a winner going out of here. And you all said you're coming back next year. Congratulations.
All right, third place went to Cole Larson out of Beatrice. Our reserve grand champion shown by Ella Schnelly, Bo McClintock out of Odell. Reserve grand champion being brought to you by Farmers Cooperative. And Booth Feed sponsors our grand champion bucket calf shown by Bo McClintock out of Odell. Congratulations. Our big time thank you. The Gage County Egg Society would love to thank Denny Hendricks for everything he has done for the Gage County Fair for years and years. He says he's 73, but he looks more like he's 43 to me. All right, here we go. A second year bucket calf. Claire Lovell from Adams, our second year bucket market calf.
Market here is green, so I'm not sure. You'll have to ask her.
Does it have a weight? I think she's marking.
I think she is market.
She's market. South the arena there. Claire Lovell out of Adams, showing a second year bucket market calf.
Well, she's going to be obviously our champion with one showing. She is in the bucket calf market division, second year. And if you look at this ever, she's really thick through the brisket. She's obviously a finished product. I can tell y'all that I missed her by 80 pounds when Jamie asked me about the weight of her. But you've got a great animal that is someday going to end up on the dinner table. And that's what the agriculture part about this deal is. She's really smooth through the top. She's well finished. If she come into my area to be the auctioneer to sell her, I would talk about the smoothness, the thickness through the throat, and we're talking about yield when these cattle are finished and an end result. And not only that, she had a fabulous interview. So my congratulations to this young lady as the champion. Thank you.
Your grand champion, second year bucket market calf, Claire Lovell of Adams. Up next in the arena, the second year bucket breeding calf being shown by Jared and Linder of Blue Springs.
This young man is in the breeding bucket division. And so now we're talking about personal taste when it comes to females. The young man thinks that she is bred, which is very important at her age of about 14 months, I think he said. If I was going to change this heifer, I would like to see a little more thickness through the front. Thickness through the front, in through the brisket, through the chest. She's got one heck of a nice top line. She's square on the back. But if you stand behind her, I would like to see a little more fullness in the flank. We're talking about selling calves that got a lot of meat, a lot of substance, but this thing is certainly a good feminine type heifer that's still going to raise a heck of a calf. And probably the biggest decision I see with this heifer is what bull you breed her to improve the next offspring. To improve the next offspring. So this is our champion. Congratulations. You bet. He was a 5 on my interview also. He knocked the lights off during the interview. Congratulations.
So your second year bucket breeding calf champion, Jared and Linder out of Blue Springs. Thank you all for attending our bucket calf show this afternoon.